Tony Wallow Studios. It's the Ken Stout Live Show, featuring the Zoom homies, produced by LK Productions.
Live Show, featuring the Zoom homies, produced by LK.
Jeff.
Hello, Jeff. Hello.
Good evening.
Hello, Alex. Hello, Jeff.
Ooh, a fish tank video.
That's just a still, actually, that I shrunk
Okay.
down. But I do have the interesting background tonight.
Whoa, now.
You're not there. It's just your head
I'm here.
and a little bit of your shirt.
What was that talking head thing?
Ain't none of my shirt here.
Guys, there was a talking head thing back during the 80s when Reagan was president. Max Headroom?
Max Headroom, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Now, what
All
this
right.
is I took away the green screen earlier today, so I forgot to turn the green screen off. So if I turn off the green screen, that's
There you
amazing.
are.
There's no green screen behind me. That's truly amazing. Oh, because it's still a virtual green screen. That is truly, truly amazing. I'm going to go with none. Say hi, Mrs. K.
hello.
Bye, Mrs. K.
So why
No,
did you
Mrs.
get
K
rid-
can stay.
so what made you get rid of the green screen?
Do what, Alex?
What made you get rid of the green screen?
And get rid of it. It's sitting right there. I have not gotten rid of it. I just moved it. My brother and I were discussing something about the fish tank, and he couldn't picture in his mind what I was trying to say. So I said, hold on. And I went over here like this, and I took the green screen away, and now I'll put the green screen back.
Yes, we can see a green screen.
Yeah, there's a green screen. Well, we were talking on Facebook Messenger, and as if some of you may or may not know, on Facebook Messenger, you cannot have a green screen effect because it's just not sophisticated enough to support it. So, in order to get him to understand what we were discussing, I moved the green screen.
And
Now the green screen is back,
you can see the light from the fish tank through it,
and you can see the light through the fish tank. Yeah.
but that's okay.
I got a question for you that I know you'll know off the top of your head.
Who?
Jeff.
7.
Close. I only say that because someone had just said who doesn't know, and I honestly don't remember, and I'm not going to try to sit here and think about it. What is the speed of light?
186,000 miles per hour.
Whatever. Yep.
How much?
186,000 miles per hour.
Yeah, that's kind of
Yep.
slow. 186,000 miles per hour.
Per hour or second?
Maybe per second, Jeff.
We were-
Might be right.
Well, if it's a second, that's even slower, but okay.
That's in a vacuum.
Long
Change
Dog
it
says
depending on-
186,000 miles per hour or per second. Yeah, that's
Per
true. That's
second.
in a vacuum. That's under specific
It's
conditions.
approximately 300,000 meters per second.
Well,
I
since
will
fiber
put the
runs
number here.
on optical, or optical is fiber, there's virtually no end to how fast the internet could actually be then, is there?
Yeah, let me see.
But there's always a point of diminishing returns. By that I mean you'll be going so fast that you won't ever notice of the speed decrease. If it does.
I'm getting 2.6 gigawatts next week.
I do have some un-internet related news today to share.
All right.
Just keep us in suspense. Don't tell us.
Well, since we got fiber, my mom and dad asked me to my mom asked me to cancel Dish Network and the phone service through Windstream because now that we have fiber, our phone service through Windstream is essentially be VoIP. So there is no there is no analog copper phone line service anymore. So bottom line is my mom and dad are saving roughly $130 a month combined dish and Windstream phone being off. And the new internet bill will be roughly anywhere between $55 and $60 a month, including sales tax.
Okay, pretty good. So, Ken,
Yes.
our friend Google tells me that a good number for the speed of light and optical fiber is 124,188 miles per second. It varies a little bit with the particular composition of the glass, but so it's slower than in a vacuum, which is normal.
Not slower by that much, though.
Well, it drops from 186,000 to 124,000
Right. I mean,
miles per
it's
second.
still moving pretty doggone quick if you think about it.
Still a lot faster than I walk.
Yeah, I didn't want to brag,
Well-
but I used to run that speed. Little well-known fact.
Yeah, funny you mentioned it. BH is talking to the doctor today about walking and with my arthritic knees. He wanted me to start physical therapy, but I told him I wasn't quite ready to do that yet.
Hey, Ken, guess what? Guess what I did a while ago since I talked to you last.
I don't know. Do I get a
You'll
hint?
never guess.
Popped a wheelie
Without a
in
hint, I
your
probably would
wheelchair?
never guess. Let me think about this a minute. What did you do since we talked a while ago?
I installed something on my computer. Can you tell me what it
Fortnite.
is? Yes,
Oh, I guessed it.
yes. But you know why I did it?
Installed a what?
I installed Fortnite. Just for the one sole purpose.
Oh, Lord.
After all the grief that boy gives me about that, and he goes and installs it, I can't wait for this explanation.
They didn't get a reason.
That's why I say I can't wait, Chris. I cannot wait to hear this.
Before you say anything, the only reason why I installed Fortnite, and by the way, Ken, it's coming off the computer. But the only reason why I installed Fortnite is because it's one of the biggest. It's because it is.
I got a guess. Can I guess? I got an idea. Can I say something? I'm the host. You did it to test the download speed.
Yes. And I was able to download the full Fortnite
Good job,
30
Wintermute.
gig game in roughly less than 10 minutes.
Now, how long did it take when you had the internet speed that you said we weren't going to talk about, but you've segued into it? How long did it take under your 50 megabytes per second?
Hour.
Damn. That's a good, decent improvement.
And I finally found somewhere. I logged into my I still have access to my school OneDrive account. So I logged into that because it has basically unlimited storage. I logged into that and tried to upload that 11 gigabyte Batman movie. And I didn't let it finish. But if I would have let it finish, it would have taken probably, I don't know, about 5 or 6 minutes to upload an 11 gigabyte.
Never ending story.
Just because Microsoft won't allow me to maximize the full speed of the connection because I've got so many other people using it, of course.
Welcome in, Gary.
Welcome in, Fish.
Tank. Well, maybe it.
Well, maybe
Left-hand
welcome
corner.
in, Gary. He's having some technical difficulties.
Can you hear me? Seriously?
Yeah, we can hear you.
No, I'm not having difficulties. I said I'm tied to a fish tank.
Yeah, that's my.
And then I said on the left, and I set up in the left-hand corner. It looked like there was a fish, but I'm not sure.
No, that's a. I'm not sure. That's the thermometer, I believe. I don't think I had fish in that tank at the time. Don't really remember. 8K television. Wow, do they make such an animal?
Yes.
I'm sure
And
they
the
do.
volume went down.
Yes.
Why
that's
Probably
about
what,
$1 million.
$1,000?
Why buy an 8K TV when nobody's broadcasting in that format?
Well, my question's always been, would the naked eye be up $6,000? $6,000 for a TV. That's a little pricey.
I still got the 13-inch. You know what I found yesterday? A Watchman.
That
We
mean
had
the man that
knives.
repairs watches?
No, I'm serious. One of the old Sony Watchmans.
The movie?
No, it's a 2-inch color TV the size of a Walkman radio.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Ken, your audio dropped.
Your
Got to
microphone's
put
up.
the microphone down. Is that
Yeah.
better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I had my first smartwatch in like the 80s. It was a calculator watch.
They had them.
So I did some rearranging today, sort of, kind of. The TV in front of me, the Sanyo, was manufactured in 2016. I checked all my cables, made sure they were all tight. I had two that were a little bit loose, so I fixed those. And I thought that issue was resolved until I went to record something with OBS and it started flickering a tad bit, which you can actually see on the recording. So Monday's premiere and Tuesday's premiere, you will actually see a little bit of flickering. And I think it might be being caused by OBS itself. I think. I've still got to run a couple more scenarios to see if that's what's causing it or not.
Well, I didn't sleep very good last night because I didn't realize those lights on that ONT were so bright. So I got me I cut me a paper plate in half or in 4 pieces and took one of those pieces and taped it over them lights. So we'll see if that helps.
You must be awfully sensitive to light because your bed's over here, that's over there. It means the light's projecting that way. It's not going to bend around and get in your eyes, but
I know, but it does but look, Ken, on my router, you can actually go in and disable all of the LEDs, disable all of the lights on the router except for the power light. So I turned off all them lights because if I didn't, I would have all them lights shining up on the ceiling.
Put a piece of tape over it.
either that or figure out a way to make it some kind of light show. I don't know.
That wouldn't bother me.
It doesn't bother me either. She keeps the closet light on all night long. Didn't bother me a bit. Pretty doggone bright too.
But you know why it bothers me more than anything?
Not really.
Because right outside my window is the backyard, and they got this great big light at the back door that's like a big old floodlight. And if they turn it on, it not only lights up the whole entire backyard and into the neighbor's house, but it also lights up my bedroom. Like it's daytime.
Why don't you spend $13 at Walmart and get you some blackout curtains? It will stop all light from coming in.
I agree with that. So I'm trying to correlate in my mind how a floodlight makes him see. Never mind. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. Bobby Warren says, I'm thinking about going to Best Buy when it's on sale, get a $6,000 or I get $6,000. Yeah, mine would be more the latter. And even then, I ain't paying $6,000 for a TV. That's just not happening.
They're not. Well, somebody said they're not even broadcasting in 8K.
That's right.
That's true. I don't think they are. I see Jim
I bought
joined
a
us.
new
I think I heard a
TV.
bell.
I don't even think they broadcast in 4K yet.
Oh, I thought they were. I thought 4K was already being broadcasted.
Limited, I think.
If I switch out my box from my TV boxes from Verizon, I can get 4K.
I'm perfectly fine with 1080, and the main reason is because I can barely see 1080, like the text on the computer, like if on my desktop. If I'm just sitting on my desktop looking at the icons, I can barely see the text on 1080 without the magnifier, let alone 4K or 8K.
I know I'm probably going to
So
regret
when
this, but
if a
you can
4K
barely see 1080p, but you see 3 freaking lights on a cigarette box? I'm confused.
So is it if it's running through, even if it's running through fiber or something like cable, is it compressed signal?
Oh, I don't know. I have no
Because
idea.
I know satellite and cable companies, regular cable companies compress their signals
Yeah,
to get more bandwidth.
yeah, and it's down converted also.
You know, when I called Dish today, I thought I was going to have a whole lot more trouble trying to cancel the service. But I explained the situation to the guy, and he's like, okay, I understand. I'll cancel it for you. Thank you. Bye.
Well, what are you going to use instead? You going to get one of the streaming services to watch the few things you want to watch, or
something, or I'm trying to talk my mom into getting that box that I showed y'all several weeks ago that you can connect an antenna to, and connect it to your router, and 3 or 4 TVs can share the same antenna, and you
so
can
you just get one of
record to
those.
it with an
You can
external
put
hard
one
drive.
on the roof or on a pole near the roof pretty cheaply, all things considered, depending on where you are relative to where the broadcast stations are. When I
Is
lived
your
in
dish
Tennessee, second house we had was kind of down in the valley in between hills. And no matter what we did, you couldn't get an antenna signal. We were screwed into having to buy cable there.
I just figured that'd be better than having to have 2 or 3 antennas on it, an antenna for every TV. Let alone just have one outside antenna, one good outside antenna, plug it into this network tuner thing, and it will service all the TVs.
you can do that without having 3 antennas. You can have a
Yeah,
splitter.
you have a splitter, sure.
Yeah,
You don't need 3 antennas.
No, but an outdoor one that you can stick on the roof or in the attic if your house is high enough will work
They
pretty well.
is Dish sending you a box to send back equipment?
They sure are, and if I don't send it back within 30 days of them sending me the box, we'll be charged anywhere from $25 to $300 equipment fee.
And they tell you to send back that LNB thing on the dish also.
Oh, is that included? I thought it was. Do they want the whole dish?
They
No.
don't want the whole dish. They want
I
just
thought it
that
was just the
LNB.
actual. I thought it was just the receivers for the TVs.
It
Last
is.
time I canceled, and last time my friend canceled just last year, he had to send back that LNB.
What are
Must
you
be.
talking about? The things that
The
Thing
on
that
the
actually
signal on
dish,
the
receives the
dish?
signal.
the thing on the dish where the wire connects to,
Right.
so someone can't go in and hack it or whatever and make it.
Man, I don't know. When I signed up for DirecTV, they put new ones on there, even though there were old ones there. Now, I didn't have it before. The guy I bought the house from had Direct at one time. So maybe he just ate the cost of that. I don't know.
Yeah, when I
Yeah.
canceled Direct, when we went to streaming over in Charleston, I just had to send the box back. I didn't have to go get anything off the dish itself.
Yeah.
So that must be a local thing, Chris.
That was with Dish though. It might be now.
Well,
I
it
don't
could be
know.
with Dish. I don't know. So this is Quincy Michael as of today. That's a most current picture. Fat little
Is he
burger.
in the neonatal care unit?
Yeah, he's in the NCIU unit.
Ian, he looks like you.
No, that's me over there, Chris. Right here. That's me. That's not him.
No, he looks like you.
All you got to do is put a beard on him, and there's Grandpa.
Yeah, I better not do that in DaVinci Resolve. Greg will get mad, and my son will get mad.
the reason they leave the low noise band amplifier on the antenna because it's an old model.
Yep.
At
Wow,
one
I
point
can't
when we
believe that they
first
want
moved
both the
into our
boxes
house,
and the O&P back, Bobby. That's
we had
amazing.
two satellite dishes. One for direct and one for dish. And when we got the other company's service activated, the direct TV guy couldn't take down the dish guy, couldn't take down the dish satellite, and the dish guy couldn't take down the direct TV's satellite.
One
Yeah,
thing,
that's true. They don't.
if you get an antenna, Alex, depending where the broadcast towers are for the local stations, you may want to get a rotor.
Good point.
All
So
that
you can
money I
turn
would-
the antenna if you have some of the stations are too far angle apart.
You know what my
Yeah,
mom told me
sometimes the
today I
wind
thought was
blows the
real.
antenna too.
You know what my mom told me today I thought was real funny? She said I was in there talking to her about all this antenna stuff and streaming TV, and she said our house ain't ever gonna be able to be sold again with all the wiring and crap in your room.
before I
All
before I
the
would
internet
spend
stuff.
before I would spend all the money on an antenna, a rotor, cabling, somebody to install it, I would look at a $29.95 streaming service.
I've already you can get Sling TV. They have 47 channels, all the like History Channel and CNN and stuff like that. It's like $27 for the first month and like $55 after. So it's that's half the price of this right there, and it only is all the channels you like to watch.
Lundall's talking about a combiner. And
My
antenna
mom's not
combiner.
interested in getting all those channels, and neither am I, quite frankly. All they want is the local channels
You
or
have to be
something.
careful with some of those combiners, antenna combiners, because combining two antennas, sometimes one will cancel out the other one.
I see John Aloy Sr. joins us. Hi, John.
I think
Good to
there's an
see
antenna
you.
map,
Happy 13th.
government antenna map website that you can go to and put in your zip code, and it would tell you what stations are good in your area.
Yep. I looked at that for here.
Well, it said I could get stations, but I tried and I couldn't. So I don't know how good that is. I got a bunch of trees toward the area.
Depends how high up the antenna is too. I have one of those little things you stick in the window, and there were too many houses and walls around me to get a reliable signal.
Oh, I'm too far out with the indoor.
I have a 2-story house, and most of the houses near me are single story. So if I had it in the attic or on the roof, I feel like I could probably get more. But if I put it on the roof, I got to go to the frickin' HOA. If I have it in the attic, I wouldn't have to.
They can't stop you, but if it's above so many feet.
I was watching, I mean, it's just me, but earlier tonight I was watching a CBS affiliate out of Columbus, Ohio, and then they went to some local thing that was going on in Columbus. So then I switched to, I think it was Columbia, Missouri, for the next show. I didn't have any issues whatsoever, except for the daggone commercials. I hate commercials. That's the one nice thing I like about the program.
Well, you get that through that service you subscribe to, right?
Right.
On the Fire Stick?
Yep.
Yep.
And I concluded tonight, Jeopardy is rigged. Well, the guy that won, he was 20,000 to, I want to say 11,000 behind. There's like 5 clues left. And miraculously, he got to answer all 5 clues first. And the guy that was clicking in was actually clicking way before him. So they probably shut his, it's rigged.
Why do you say the other guy was clicking in first?
Because you can see all 3 of them, and you can see him going, and then this guy goes, and he gets.
Did his thing light up first? I don't remember. Are you able to see where the signal lights up at, or?
Oh yeah, well, as soon as it's recognized, then their name lights up. But again, it'd be like you're clicking and Greg is clicking, and Greg's sitting there going, and you go click, and you get your light comes on,
Well,
meaning it saw your signal.
the question is, does the clicker like the signal directly, or does somebody else have to recognize them?
That's a good question. I don't
And
know.
I don't know.
I don't either. That's a really good question.
They should probably get a hold of Doug.
I think if you push your button before the question is finished being asked, you're locked out.
Yes. You
Are
cannot.
you? I thought they.
No, you have to wait until the host has read the answer. That I do know. Now, I don't know if old boy was, just a slight second or two, him not
I
finishing.
thought I remembered. No, that's not Jeopardy though. That's on another show where they can jump in before it's complete. God, I'm getting old. I can't remember what the other show is. Oh, Family Feud.
Oh, I thought
Family Feud will let you click in before the question's over.
That's what I thought, yeah. Haven't seen that in ages either.
I wasn't thinking about it, but yeah. That
Yeah,
might be, I don't know.
Yeah, I was sitting there watching and it just kind of clicked in that they want this guy to win. In 3 days, he's won $91,000. I mean, he's not stupid, but I don't know what it is about him. Like I said last night, he was so far behind. At the beginning of the show, he was leaning over on the podium like, this is boring, this is blah, blah, blah. And he ended up winning. Didn't get to see how he won because the station I was watching went to some other infomercial about Jacques Cousteau or something along those lines.
Hey, Rick.
Hey, Rick.
Hello.
You'll catch up with chat here. No stealth mode. This is grandchild number 5. And we found out today grandchild number 6 will be arriving on the 13th of February. I said, you might as well wait one more day. Make sure it's on the 14th. That way you kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, that's like you wanting your kid to be born Christmas, though.
Well, the twins were born New Year's Eve, or Christmas Eve, and my grandson was born New Year's Eve, so why not have a kid on Valentine's Day? You know?
Yeah, it's not as bad as Christmas.
I would hope not. Well, it's a boy, so that's good.
Yep.
Let's see. Catch up. Oh, by the way, Chris, I looked at that video that you posted. That just looked like one hell of a big thunderstorm to me. I don't think there was a tornado there.
I saw the funnel, and he, at the end of it,
Did you really?
Yeah, I saw a funnel, and at the end of it, the man said, "There goes the trampoline."
At what point did you see the funnel cloud? Because I didn't see one.
I could see that cloud at the first of the video. I could see that cloud at first of the video.
When they're standing on the porch?
Yeah. It wasn't exact. It looked like a funnel. It really did. I think it was more rain wrap though. Yeah, that's definitely a funnel.
You got a timestamp for it, or can you share your screen? Because I am not seeing it. Not that anything new. I don't see a whole lot anyway.
Can I share a screen while you on YouTube? Can I share YouTube?
Yeah, I'd really like to see the funnel cloud. Wintermute says they got hammered in that storm. And I'm going to guess NFL.
See this right here?
Northern Florida.
That's not a funnel cloud. In my opinion, that's not a funnel cloud. It's a big ass cloud. They ain't going to argue that. That is one huge cloud.
I'm gonna play the video on mute and see if I see it later.
Oh, North Florida. Okay, gotcha.
I think you're right. That's probably just a chef cloud, but
Fader Jake joins us. Hi, Fader Jake. See if I missed
anybody
anybody
hear
else.
some stuff roaring though, Ken.
Do what, Chris?
You could definitely hear it roaring.
Oh yeah. Well, Okay, so we had storms that sounded as just damn near exactly like that did roll through here the other night, and I know we didn't have a tornado, but it was
And
a
the
hell of a
sky,
storm at night. Yeah.
the sky was a little bit greenish blue, and they say that's sign.
I've never heard that. Did I acknowledge Wintermute? If I didn't, welcome into the chat, Wintermute. By the way, good call on the to get the download speed. I should have known that considering we talked about it earlier in the day. How's the snow going, Rick?
Oh, it's still here.
It's going. What's the air temperature?
14 degrees and windy.
Last I checked, we were like 31, but the wind was whipping pretty good. Made it feel rather chilly. Of course, then again, I was out in my t-shirt and shorts. One of these days, I got to learn that it is January and put. Yeah, we're still 31, so that's good. Overnight low looks to be about 27. No, I ain't getting out of bed till noon tomorrow. Got nothing to do. Doug's not on. I don't have to watch Fortnite. Doug doesn't come on till 2. If he comes on at all, he got his days confused today. That was for sure. Then he changed it. I'd blame Friday the 13th if it was me, but that's just me. Yes, Alex is all about that, Wintermute. You're exactly right.
Alex is all about what?
Hey, you're going to have to watch the chat to get that. We're not talking about that.
Not about Friday the 13th. I don't do anything.
We're not talking about what you are trying to talk about. Oh, good one, Wintermute. Good one.
I agree.
Oh, that's a good one. You'll go back and try to see it. It won't be there. That was priceless, Wintermute. Absolutely priceless.
That was, Ken, that was near Montgomery, Alabama, where they did have some tornadoes, but I don't know whether that exactly was one or not.
Where were the fatalities at? I saw somewhere where there was 9 fatalities.
I don't know, but Robert.
Alabama had 6, I think.
Was it in Alabama?
Yeah, it was Alabama. They had deaths. I can't remember how many they had. I think they maybe had a few or up to 6. I can't remember.
They were confirmed in Georgia too.
Wow. Yeah. I've seen him from a distance. I've never gone through one and suffered the aftermath of it. I hope to never go through one and suffer the aftermath.
I think I was in one time, but it wasn't that bad. I couldn't open my back door. I tried to open the back door and it would not open. The pressure. It was to a room that was added on.
Yeah, it's funny you should say that because the title says what? Tornado video, right? That's the title.
Yeah.
And the first thing you see is these 2 idiots running out onto the porch, and I'm thinking, okay, if there is a tornado, you don't want to be running outside to see the tornado.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh my gosh!
Just look. Just let natural selection take its course. Okay?
Yes.
Let nature take its course.
Yep.
Can you imagine the devastation if they would have walked out and there would have been a tornado and the guy's filming it and he goes flying through the air?
When he put the trampoline on, I thought he was going to show a video of the trampoline flying up in the air.
See, the problem is the definition of tornado and hurricane. I've seen high winds over 100 mile an hour in Florida, and it wasn't a hurricane. It was just a bad storm.
Yeah, I think I can't remember the criteria, frontal cloud, X amount of wind and all that. It's like straight line wind damage. A lot of stuff gets blamed on tornadoes, but after a little bit of investigation, they say it was straight line wind. Now, they got a massive amount of water dumped in there. I'm skimming through the video again, and ain't no doubt it dumped some water and had some wind, but I don't think it was a true tornado.
it was rain wrapped. If it was, it wasn't completely formed.
And it looks like the trampoline actually ended up against the barn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kid's bicycle got knocked over and grandma's rocking chair got turned over. Sure hope grandma wasn't in it.
They might have turned the chairs over themselves to keep them from flying.
Does that help?
Hmm?
Yeah, right.
Does I mean, does that seriously help? I'm thinking if there's tornadic wind speeds, unless you anchor the chair down with concrete or something, it's gonna go flying somewhere. Well, today in Georgia, we had a tornado go through. The damn house got blown away. The car got trampled, and the trampoline got moved to the barn. But I want you to look right over here. This chair, which was turned over, somehow miraculously made it through the tornado.
I know that could be possible, Ken.
Possible,
Ken?
Yes.
Hey, Ken, I know where that's at. I've been there.
Did you say that Doug wasn't doing something tomorrow? I'm getting a notification.
Last I checked, he was doing something tomorrow.
Okay, I thought I heard you say he wasn't. So
no, he actually had issues today because he used tomorrow's.
Yeah,
thing.
no, I saw that.
Go find the right one here.
No, it's just I just switched my notification on for it, so it's tomorrow.
Let me give you a piece of advice about Doug tomorrow. If you don't want to hear me talk about internet, me and Doug talk about internet, don't come on Doug's.
Well, haven't you already beat that to death?
Not on Doug's, he hasn't. New audience.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Then he can go to Bonnie's after that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to probably get in trouble, but I'm going to talk about internet for about 30 seconds before everybody shuts me up. I actually called Windstream, and $7.99 is what you'll get with 500. They said.
Wow.
Because I said I wanted to live in, I'm going to rent a room in Sheridan. Didn't say where.
Right.
I did see someplace on up. I said, "What's it called?" I said I was coming from Michigan. I said, "I think it's Pastor Street. No, Church Street." I did. I swear to God, I just said that. And she looked it up. She said, "All that street's got fiber." I said, "Okay." She quoted me 34. And she quoted me. I want to say $39, whatever it was.
Right.
I said, "What extra fees?" She said, $5 taxes. And I said, "Is there an add-on? Because whatever." She said, "Nope." I said, "Well, what about after I got it a year or something?" She said, "Oh, they'll go up to I forget what she said, $54, $58.
Yep, something like that.
I didn't write it down, but you might want to call. But the 800.
Hey, guess what, Gary? I've already called Windstream. Had our phone service disconnected. That's what was making it $90 because the phone service included, which includes government taxes just for the phone service itself. Was costing $30.
I'll lie down.
So the bill's gonna be like $60 now.
There you go. And you got your $7.99. She said up to that.
So, since you brought up the phone service, you're not going to be taxed on something you're not being charged for. You are being charged for that phone line, and that's where the bulk of your money was at. Because the taxes is only about $5 to $8, the same as the internet.
Well, the way I was explained it by the customer service person today and yesterday is that the phone has special governmental taxes on it, and the internet does not. Only taxes on the internet is the sales tax, but the phone has some special government taxes on it, something that has to do with the state or something.
Right. That is correct. So if you got rid of that, you got rid of your $90.
So the special governmental taxes are super high in Arkansas?
Yeah, like $15.
No, that's for the phone, not for internet.
That's what I mean for the phone, because we had phone, and internet. And I turned off the phone, and I turned off the dish network. So we're going to be saving about $130 a month.
I mean,
Greg can't find his phone.
So are you going to have an internet phone or just your cell phones now?
I've been using an internet phone for 6 years.
No, but then when you say the phone, was that an internet phone through this company? Or are you going to have internet through, are you going to have a phone that uses your internet signal now?
If I would have kept the phone service through Windstream, it would have been, if I would have had them activate the phone number, it would have been a phone that uses my internet signal because it would have plugged into the box on the wall in my room. But since we're not going to have the phone, it doesn't matter.
So you guys are just going to use your cell phones?
Well, it's what they've been using all along, actually. So
yeah, the only reason my mom had the home phone is in case the power kept the home phone, is because it was like $10 a month at the time. That's what she said, and she kept it around just in case the power went off.
If the power went off, wouldn't it take that router, the gateway out, and you'd have no power to it, which would mean no phone?
No, but I mean, when we had the old DSL service and the old copper lines, you could still make a call if the power went out. But now that the phone service is converted over to fiber as well, and it uses the ONT for phone service, there is no phone service when the power goes out anyway, so it's pointless.
But if you have if FEMA gets cell towers there within 24 hours, usually within 12.
Like Arkansas has the highest federal taxes on phone service at 19.99%. Boy, they don't like you. No, wait a minute. New York looks to be 30.
Yeah, but the short version is yes, we all have cell phones. We all just use our cell phones, and I use the internet to make calls over my Google Voice tablet, computer, or whatnot.
Yep, Arkansas 19.9 local rate, federal USF rate 12.24, combined 32.98% or 32.23. Wow.
And one more speed, but not a number. We were talking speed because I was talking about an OCD person I know about speed today at work, in passing. And it was one of the IT guys. And, I didn't know his personal background. He was supervisor at Wayne State, actually, where I went to school way back when. And they had theirs open for speed tests. So you can speed test with Wayne State. You still can. He said, but they had it locked down at 600. They had the port locked down. So you were never going to get better than 600 through them, the speed test.
Sounds like they was doing good. They had their port security turned on like they should.
Right. But in other words, you'd call in, you'd have 1 gig. You'd be, I'm going to speed test with Wayne State because they're a big institution, but you'd never get your 1 gig, period.
Do they pay for 1 gig?
No, they had high. They had backband, but in other words, you went in and speed test from your home there, and you say, well, I could only get 600. I'm paying for 1 gig. No, you could not get out that port of his more than 600, period. It didn't matter what you had. It had what he let you go down. That's what he was laughing about. He said people would, from the institution say, well, we did a speed test last night with us and we, right, blah, blah, blah. He goes, yeah, that's right. But we're paying for this. And he said, yeah, that's right.
And you have to keep in mind, I'm using this almost gigabit 500 meg service with a 4 or 5 year old router, and it's still working perfectly fine. But I'm seriously thinking about upgrading just because I've used all my ports on my router now, and I need a router with more ports, and I can get a router. There's a TP-Link with 8 ports and Wi-Fi 6, and I'm thinking about upgrading to that.
I have managed switches in the house, and for the printers in the house, I have the ports at 10 meg, period. If I, let's say, went right now and changed my laptop with one of those ports, I could never do a speed test above 10 meg. That's how fast the port would be. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, let me ask you, Alex, if you just need more, why don't you just add a switch? Switches are pretty cheap.
Hey, $12 is $12.
I know, but I know at some point I'm going to probably want the faster Wi-Fi for nothing else, for the improved security that for the WPA3 or whatever it's called, because
Well, your phone doesn't use it yet,
Wi-Fi
so don't
6
worry
has
about it.
the newer routers have better security.
Okay, so I'm going to interject for just a second. This is video number 20 of the year, just a normal stream for the channel with no internet, speed talk, or no installation talk. My fingers are crossed. I'm going to change the title after the show.
Oh, I got one for Ken. Hold on. Anyway, got one for everybody today. I'm reading the news. This is news. Channel 2 in Detroit. Over there, well, we got on cable. But anyway, direct TV. A gentleman was wanted for murder in Inkster, Michigan, which is a Detroit suburb. And he was chased. No, he did not get shot or tased or anything else, but they caught him already hiding under an old-fashioned lawn chair. Lawn chair. They showed the picture of him. I mean, the video body cam. It was what you think of a lawn chair. Here it's a guy.
It's not running.
With a light from the patio on a lawn chair, him under the lawn chair. He had his eyes closed so he couldn't see him. Swear to God. I'm not. If you want to play the video, except it's probably a copyright strike.
That's where the tornado needed to be today. Good Lord. Why would it get a copyright strike?
Well, it's on TV show, so it's on news. I don't know. If you want to play it, I'll play it.
Well, no, not really, but it might get me a notification, but
I mean, it's on the TV2 news.
Can you drop a link in Zoom and we can check it
right
out
now.
later?
Well, hell, I'll put it in both. It's internet link.
Welcome in, Jose.
Well, thank you, homie.
Good to see you. Are you still in your natural habitat, or have you wandered out to Bottoms Up?
No, I'm in my natural habitat. One of them.
One of them.
Can you guess what's one of my other habitat?
I've already been down this road with Alex. No, I cannot.
I can. A bar. A casino. You can show that shots are clear. People walk around. Am I right?
No, Alex.
I heard Alex.
Yeah, selectively you didn't hear him say no, Alex. You just only heard him say Alex. At about what point did they show him under the chair, Gary?
I don't know. I saw it on one of them, but if that's not the one, go ahead and vote. I think it's on
at night.
Yeah, but they had the porch light on, the back light on the video cam I saw. I just re-googled it. Local. That's weird. Still got to hide under its thing. And then we're turning a psychiatric hospital into a speakeasy. And then somebody stole a Chihuahua puppy from a mall pet store and didn't think he would catch him.
Robert says afternoon or evening, one of the three. Welcome in, Robert.
Friday, the
13th. Yeah, it is. Here pretty shortly, it will be not the Friday 13th for us, and for everybody else it will be. And they can have all the wonderful dumb luck.
I think Darren's already got the 14th going.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes till 5 in the morning, his neck of the woods. 12 minutes till 12 in Catherine's, and BH is already past the 13th at 10 minutes till 1-ish. And we'll be there soon enough.
We have an ex-football player, Taylor Decker. I don't know who he is, but FedEx lost. He and his wife were shipping breast milk for their 3-month-old daughter, and it was lost by FedEx. And FedEx will not reimburse them for the lost breast milk.
So remind me to discuss this after I end the stream, because I've got questions. See, Wintermute joins us.
Hello.
Hello. Coming up on the hour, we got a couple more minutes to go. Could end it early. I started early. Should be 9 o'clock tomorrow, unless we're out doing something. Mrs. K is off. I know we've got a little bit to do in the afternoon. I seriously might miss Doug. Although I might record it so that I can see the Joshy Alex war. That'll be interesting.
Oh, is Josh gonna be there?
Probably.
Nobody told me he was gonna be there.
I think I just
Josh is
did.
mine
I have
every
to,
week.
you want me to get a big
Country,
sign
everything.
up and say? Anyway, let me go give some shout outs to everyone as I get ready to stop the streaming. Great guy was fourth. Let me go over to the studio to see who was actually first. That would be Tony Wallow, followed by Bobby Warren, followed by Fader Jake, and then fourth place. You're slipping, Greg. You know, that's probably because you had a nap today and it threw you off a little bit. Followed by BH Ringer.
I didn't take a nap today.
Oh, I thought you did. I thought earlier today you were complaining about wanting to take a nap. Or was that yesterday? Must have been yesterday. Anyway, BH Ringer was there. Greg showed up again. Long Dog was there. Thank you for showing up. John Loy Sr. joined us. Jeff Ryman. Wintermute. Stealth Mode. Didn't see Bob Whatchamacallit tonight. What a name. His parents must have really not liked him.
You never know.
I think that's everybody.
And what about yours truly?
Wait a minute. Why is... That's weird. The studio still had the logo going around, and it only... That's weird. We're still live, right?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Okay, so the studio shows Jeff, me, Alex, and that's it. That's crazy. It can't be that far behind. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream, and I'll see everybody tomorrow night. Have a good night, and enjoy Doug tomorrow with the Joshy Alex Wars.